Hello.
Hello.
All right, we've got. I'm waiting for a few more people to turn up. Sometimes we get a few, sometimes we don't.
Sure.
Yeah. So you're a new face.
Yeah, is it just me and you in here now?
Yeah, at the moment, yeah.
Oh, all
And you
right,
are
cool, awesome.
recording, so be aware of that.
Oh, no problem at all. Yeah, that's fine.
And the idea is that we help people understand how to do Contrib to Core, and we are working on a couple of little projects.
Awesome.
And this is only like this will finish in 2 hours. It's a straight 2-hour session.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just sitting here working, so why not?
Yeah, why not? Indeed. So, have you ever done put a patch into WordPress?
I've never contributed to the core ever, and I've always wanted to. I think my major barrier has been unit testing, and I see that the unit tests there. I've never gotten too much into unit testing, even though I've dabbled a bit into like Laravel and frameworks and stuff like that. I've never just it's the projects that I'm getting. I never get the time to also do the testing. You know what I mean? That's it's such a big chunk of time, so it's hard to say to someone that this is your estimate. If I could double it, then I could do some good testing. They're like, what?
Yeah, I know what you mean. So what we're doing is we are writing the unit tests for Functions PHP.
Okay.
That's one of the projects we've got going. We need you to have a development environment you can work on. So do you use VVV or anything like that, or have you got?
I actually use a Homestead Vagrant box. Homestead is what Laravel kind of it's their little pre-made box. I use it because it's like a fast version of PHP. I think it's PHP 7 now, stuff like that. But I've used VVV before, and like I'm comfortable with all that.
Yeah, so the VVV comes with developer built in. So you get the free builds. So let me
in WordPress 3 builds. Is that true? What you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay. I know what you mean. Yeah.
I'm just going to change what I've got installed, what I've got running in my my window, and I'm just going to load up the developer build.
I've always wanted to contribute to WordPress because I've always wanted to be able to say to people like, "You're already running the program code that I've written." You know what I mean?
Yep. Yeah, well, my name is in lights in there, and I do very little. Yeah. And if you come to these sessions, they're bi-weekly, every 2 weeks. In a few weeks, you will get there. It is as simple as that. Awesome. We will get you in there.
Yeah, no, that's okay. That's definitely. I think I just released my second plugin, so it's a good
well, even just doing the unit, just doing unit tests for the plugins will help.
Cool.
Let me see. We've got that, and that, and I want a VVV window. Okay, so let's share screen. Let's get rid of the stuff I don't want on that screen. Just tidying up a couple of items here. Bear with me for a second.
No, take your time.
That's that. We don't want that up there. We don't want that commit window. Don't want that. We don't want that. Yep. We don't need that. And we don't want that on that window. Okay, so let's come back to here. And let's share a screen, and we're going to share screen 2. We have a screen shared. So this is VVV with the dashboard extension on it. Okay.
Oh, this is like a GUI for it.
Yeah.
They do everything from command line. Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's so here's a VVV build. Yeah. And if you come into here, you come into the default. Okay. There's this dashboard. You basically drop this file in out of this folder, and this repo is I'll just pull it, and it's manage the remotes on it. So basically, this top-down VB dashboard. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you basically just pull this repo, and which I'm just doing now. No, did not. There's some change. I've done something in here, so it doesn't like it.
No problem. No, I completely understand that with Git.
Yep, yeah, I'm not going to bother to fix it. So what I was saying to you is that by default you get default, trunk, and develop. Okay.
Yeah.
And if you go into develop, because this is what you need to have a copy of develop running in order to do the patches, because this is what you patch against. Okay. As you can see, there's a few patches in the root of here. Yeah. But what you get in here is the normal build, the source for WordPress.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Here, there's some tools in here, and there's a grunt package in here. And if you actually run the grunt in here, it actually takes source and spits it out.
What does it spit out? It spits out like a compiled kind of.
It spits out what goes in the zip.
Okay. Oh, all right. Okay. So
Yep.
it runs all the patches kind of thing.
Yeah. So this may have some SAS in it. I don't know if it has yet, but it's beginning to get to that point where the SAS will be in here. But you were asking about unit tests. So the default unit tests are in here.
Right.
So here's the tests. Here's all the tests. Yeah. And this is what we're working on, is the functions block. So we've written all of these. Okay. And we're writing more. And this maps to the standard WordPress functions file. So if we come to source, includes.
And so the idea behind the tests are, if we run these functions in the functions file, what happens kind of thing?
Yep, we test them. So if I come into my editor, so get rid of that. Source, include. Sorry, wrong one. Includes. Oh, it's here. Okay. So if you look at this file, loads and loads of functions in here, because this was the original.
Oh, so this isn't the functions.php in the theme. This is the WordPress functions.php.
Yes.
Okay, I got you now. That's
there's really old code in here, and very little coverage.
Okay.
Yeah, you've got functions like this. Now this is easy. You have to write a unit test on. So when we do that, that's a nice.
Your sound is breaking up a little.
So I'm probably on a slightly slower connection than I should be.
Oh, no problem. Okay, keep going.
So we could try writing a function on this, a unit test on this.
Yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah. So you don't have VVV installed, so we'd struggle. But let me just show you how this would work.
If you can do it on your screen, that would be awesome. And if I could ask questions as we go, I think that would be huge for me.
That's kind of it. It often turns out to be code along with Paul. So we come into functions, okay? And for sake of convenience, I'm just going to copy one of the other ones, because
And so the file name would always just be the name of the function?
Yes. Yep. Okay. So let's get rid of all this stuff. So this is going to be that. Yeah. Yep. Big tests. Yeah. And we extend the WP unit test case, which extends the PHP unit test case. Okay. So, yeah. I don't think we need any of that. We don't need any of this cool stuff. Right. And we'll just get rid of all of those things. Yeah. So we're going to test this. Yeah, and let's go back into the function. And I find it useful just to grab the function and to just sort of put it into here for a second, so I can see.
Yeah. Quick reference to what's doing.
Yeah, what we're doing. Okay, so we pass it a string and we get back a string. Okay. So we're going to assert equals that we pass in something and we get something back.
So what are these parameters that assert equals takes? Is that just? What parameters does that take? The assert equals?
Yes, it takes two parameters, and it expects them to be equal.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So I have no idea what this function does, but yeah. Yeah. So this is
okay. I see what you mean. So as long as it returns the FFFF again, then it works.
Yeah. Okay, it's escaping here. That's the problem. It's confusing the thing.
No,
okay, so we need to run this now. Okay.
Right.
And the trick is that copy that. Okay, so to run it, we need to go into command line. And are you a Windows or a Mac person?
I'm a Windows guy myself, but I've used Mac. But this is a common screen to me.
No, this is I'm using the Bash shell. Okay.
Yeah, I use it in Git Bash.
Yep, this is Git Bash. Okay. You need to use Git Bash, and you may be able to get away with the new new Bash in Windows 10. I haven't tested it.
No, I use Git Bash right now.
Yep. So what we're going to do is, this is vagrant as ever. We're going to do SSH. Okay. So this will do a tunnel into our vagrant box.
All right.
All right. When it's deciding to wake up and get there.
No, I've gone through a lot to try to get my setup as close as I can to what I had on Mac. I just didn't like the OS on Mac. Sorry, go ahead.
All right, so we're in. Okay. No. So this is a PHP. So we CD to the develop root. Okay. Yeah. And then we're going to go and run a unit test. Yeah. And I'm just using a filter command on it. Actually, I think we could do this. If I remember. No, I didn't want that much. See if that works. Now, because I need the path to it. Oh, I just used a filter.
So it needs a path to the exact.
So the other way of doing it is just using a filter. Let's just put that over there a second. And we actually want to run. We're going to run all of that. So the right base and paste that in. So now if I've got that right, it will now look for all the tests and find the test we want to run.
So with the filter, does it run all the tests and filter out just those ones?
It looks, yeah. If you give it the path to the file, it will run just that file, which is quicker than actually getting it to load all the tests and finding the one you want it to run.
Cool.
So that worked. Yeah. We get a nice assertion back. Yeah. But what's this do is a quick replace, clean up header comment. string.
Looks like it takes away close comment and close PHP tags from file headers.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what it does.
Yeah.
So it takes out like the closing PHP tags.
Yep. And it takes out
and comment. So I guess if we inputted an empty comment and an open PHP tag, or and a closed PHP tag, it would strip those out.
Yep. So the trick is so let's put a plain string. Yeah. A string. Yeah. I'm also going to do one with, because it does a trim. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm going to do space on here. Yeah. Make sure it still trims it. Yeah. Yeah. So that now if we run that again, it will come back with two passes. Now you could put the same things into. You can put the same all in one assert equals inside a different function. But the problem is when you do that, when one breaks, you can't see which function it is.
So it's better.
Every single assert as a single function, then you get to see the function.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it cleans up the header.
So I think by
Header
it means file header. Look at the comment above the doc block. It means file header. So like I don't know what that is. File header. Where is it being used in WordPress?
Well, that's always the next thing to do. It's fun whether they're using it. These are not being used at all. Where are we? PHP unit. Right. Finding path. So get page templates.
So okay, here's what.
And
Clean up header comment as in remove.
so this is
sorry, go ahead.
Page template header comment.
So
oh, is this from the actual the plugin, the block, a plugin comment block?
That's what I'm thinking at the very top. Like the author name, theme name.
Yeah.
And like all of them, the template name for pages.
Yeah. Get file description. Gets the description for the standard port theme and other various standard files.
Oh, that's interesting. I thought that would be more complicated than one line. The stripping the header. But it also says closing PHP tags. Or something about PHP tags.
Yeah. That's because if someone put the PHP tag too early.
The end one, yeah.
Yeah. Get file data.
Ah, and the first 8 kilobytes. I didn't know that.
Yep. All right, so let's have a look at this link. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that link will have.
I think that's what it is. That's that little doc block at the top. That's interesting. I've never actually gone in to see.
No, and that's so much of the fun.
Right.
Let's take that.
Yeah.
And pass that to this function and see what we get back.
Okay. Yeah, that's a nifty little line of regex if that's what it does. Because maybe call that header comment.
I hope if I didn't.
Watch that plus in the variable name.
Yeah, I got it. Getting there in a second. Butterfingers. Right, so yeah,
Yeah.
what this is going to get, and okay. And
so what should this return? Empty?
Oh no, it should. It should be again. It should match. Yeah, I think we should get this back.
Okay.
Let's see what happens. Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you end up running these things and finding out.
Yeah.
But you know, sometimes you just don't know.
Huh. They failed. That's weird.
Okay. So what did it fail? Good block. Failed exerting two strings are equal. Domain path languages. It trimmed it.
Mm-hmm. What if we did
So
oh. What if there's some text after the header comment though? I guess that's something for another test.
Yeah.
Sorry for all the questions. Just,
I don't know the answer to that.
I'm just curious, you know.
So let's try with this one and see what we get. Expected. Let's try and get some in the right. Yep. Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'll buy that. I run with code style testing running, and so I was getting complaints about the code style here. In fact, I still am. Yeah.
Oh, right now people are complaining?
Well, you can see, you probably can't see it, but I'm getting a few lines here. You see these sort of underscores? It's very grey, but you might not be able to see it.
Right. Okay. From the IDE. Well, yeah, that's the difference between like WordPress style. If it gives you WordPress format and PHP Storm, or
well, no, this is WordPress styling.
Oh, okay.
Basically, you know, there's a project for the WordPress style. That all worked. So it turned that into that.
Huh. So what's the difference? It just took off that line last.
Took off this slash at the end.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, what if there's text below that?
Well, we shall find out.
Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah. So we shall take this test and we shall run it again. Yeah. And so what we've got is extra. So extra text. Yeah.
Oh, this all doesn't seem so bad. This seems kind of fun.
Yeah. It's a little bit things, but let's see what this.
Tedious, but
Yeah, but it's all good stuff. So what I'll do is I'll just do a few more of these tests, and then we'll go into the core and we'll actually make a ticket for this.
Awesome. So sorry. Go ahead. I don't mean to interrupt.
Yeah. So it kept that, but stripped that.
Oh, so it strips everything on that same line.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Huh.
Failures, process. What's it? Expected, actual.
What's different?
I can't see the. You'd normally have blocks in there. Let's just Control Z at a time and go back to that one and see what.
Yeah.
Right. Expected was that, and what you got was that.
So sorry, how are you reading that again? Can you go through that?
Yeah, let's spin it up and have a go at it. Let's see what we get back this time.
So what it returns expected, actual, plus minus.
Yeah, so it goes this and this up here, and that expected actual, and then what you do, you get the first part. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So this was expected.
Yeah. Yeah. The minus is expected.
And this is what we got back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we expected. So this is the wrong way around. Yeah. So let's just spin these the right way around, so that it makes sense to us when we are seeing the code.
How they're named, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So let's run that again so we can see that. Yeah. What we got back was that, and what we expected was that, yeah. So let's just do the same for this one. that looks good. Okay. So interestingly, yeah.
Mhm.
So I think that's now correct. No.
I think. What is that? Why? What's?
Yeah, I'm confused.
It has to be the new line. Something to do with the new line.
Well, I'm adding the new line, but I'm not seeing the expected.
No, yeah. There's no difference. It's not giving any lines.
Yeah. It's returning the whole
Why
of
not?
what we put.
Why not? You know that right after that, ending the comment in the header comment, those few characters, the FF/DF. Maybe it's got something to do with those. What if we take those out?
If you have a look at the line, if you look at the line above,
mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was expecting it to be just straight languages, but it got that back.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking the line right after is glitching it out somehow. You know that 83 line 83 in your code.
So we end up doing pair coding doing this.
Yeah.
And if you get yourself set up with VVV next time, 2 weeks time, we'll get on with it. We've got a couple of other projects we're looking at.
Mm-hmm.
There's an issue with dates in 64-bit PHP.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That sounds like a fun one.
Yeah, it is. There's a default date which means not set of 00000 in WordPress, but that's a valid date in 64-bit.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So what if we try that? Can we try that? Taking off those characters at the end of line 83, the FF/DF.
Okay.
And just leaving the end comment and then running it there.
Yep, we can run that.
No. Huh. That's not it either. Oh, so what is that? What's the difference?
So yeah. Yeah, this is something we're going to have to debug.
Awesome. So where are you from?
Well, I live in Canada.
I'm in Canada too.
In Kingston.
Kingston, I'm in Waterloo.
You're the other side of the town. I used to be in Toronto. I used to be in Toronto until recently. And then
what took you to Kingston?
Well, I could buy a better house, and I live on the lake.
Ooh, that's
my
dream, man. That's my dream to live on the lake and fish, and that's in Kingston. Like that's in Canada. I mean, that's Canada fishing. That's good.
Yep. No, I've got a great bass lake outside. Okay, so why is this misbehaving?
Oh, What if it's giving me that new line, but what's, you know how there's a difference in PHP between one new line and another new line?
Yeah.
Like a /n, and then there's another one, I forget which it is, but there's a difference between the two. Maybe it has something to do with that.
But I'm not seeing, so.
But what, I just don't know what that would be.
There's basically, they're complaining about the line. Complaining about the line. Someone's trying to get me to do some more work. Go away.
That didn't work either. What is it now? It was returning the exact same thing. That's so weird. What if I Google this?
Oh. Well, I can tell you, if we were to just take that out, it will just strip. Right, that will work.
Let's see.
So that all worked.
Right.
All right, and I think that will work. Yeah. But what does we do that? It may be that we actually found a bug.
Mm-hmm.
And it would not be the first time that has happened.
Oh, all right.
So this works. So I think we should do a few more here.
Mm-hmm.
I
think that's a good one right there.
Yeah. Well, let's run this one. Right. So that failed. All right. So why is that failing?
Oh, that one failed. What?
Yeah. Maybe it. Well, no. How does it? Does it pre-fill before it sends it? It only pulls it to this line. It looks for the first, and then it sends it, and it says that block.
Maybe, but it's sent more, hasn't it?
Okay. We're going to have to just echo this out so we can find out what this is doing. The var dump on it.
All right.
Right. Might not be the better. It might have to be a printer, because var dump might put too much junk on the screen. So it produced a string. Yeah. Well, I don't know what's wrong.
I don't understand because it looks exactly the same. If there's a bug, wouldn't it be in the tester?
No. I would be very surprised to see a bug in the tester.
That's what I'm thinking. It would be, you know what I mean? So it's got to be returning something.
Ah, yeah, you know.
Hmm.
So how do you see a diff between two strings?
Oh. I want to see. What's it called? Cleanup header comment.
PHP diff string. Okay, well, there appears to be a function that I did not know about.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, xdiff is not a native library. It's going to fall over. Yeah.
Hmm.
It says explode it by spaces and then I do array diff.
That's interesting. I'm looking through this. So here's what I'm looking at. The trim comes with a character list too, right? Of things that are, but the default one has a bunch. T/N/R/0/XOB. Looks like a hex one. uninstall. I'm gonna install VVV here while you do this.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll tell you what, I'm going to push this on, and now because you're going to install VVV, I'm going to let you finish this ticket off.
Okay, yeah, awesome. That would be amazing.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this ticket and tests. Yep. So I'm going to take this ticket and we will create a ticket on core. And we will go from there. So create a new ticket. Okay. So first of all, I think we should probably do a quick test for the see if there's anything in here for that function. So there's more sanitation being assigned to a ticket here.
It's from 2010.
Yeah, it's been unassigned. So there's a refresh here. So this is something perhaps we could look at as well. Script tags, template name, yeah.
Yeah.
So I know it's 6 years old, yeah.
Yeah.
But what we would probably do is we would create the unit tests and update this ticket, or take the stuff on this ticket and put it into ours. Yeah, but that's create a new ticket. Unit tests 4. Yep. Okay. And it's going to be an enhancement, and it's going to be trunk, and it's probably going to be general, I think. Yeah, let's stick it in general. Okay, I have tickets to attach to this, continues the preview. Okay, so we'll create the ticket. All right, and now what we need to do is we need to come back to here, and we come to the root of the WordPress developer site. And we come in here and we do SVN create patch. Okay, deselect everything because I've got too many craps. And then we want to go into we want that one. Okay, so this is our new file. Create that, save that. This is what we've made. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the file I want to put into here. So I'll just drag that file, drop it on here. Unit
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, drop it onto
choose file
the button. Yeah, onto the button. Yeah. All right, done. So here's a ticket. Okay.
Mhm.
So you just need to.
8101.
Yeah. So what you need to do is pull down this, stick it into your build,
Mhm.
and add some more unit tests to it.
So that program, Tortoise SVN, just run the patch through that, and then it'll update mine.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So you'll you apply the patch,
Mhm.
and if that gets too complicated because it's fresh, you can just cut all the code out and drop it in a file.
Yeah, that's right. Well, we'll see if it gives me trouble. I'm sure I'll do that. So.
Yeah. I use Tortoise SVN. Right mouse this, Tortoise SVN, apply patch.
Yeah, that sounds a lot easier than what I've been doing, which is a lot of fiddling around with SVN when I especially when I upload or update my plugins.
Yep. That's the file we're going to do. Patch selected item. That's what it's going to do. Shows you the change. Just apply. In fact, there is no change because it's
the same one.
Yeah. Patch all items. Yeah. Right, done. Yep. Okay, so I'm actually going to wrap this now. This is an hour instead of 2.
No problem.
But it showed you the basic principle of how to do it. This will be live on YouTube for you to have a look at it sometime if you want to refresh yourself.
Sure.
But I'll see you next week.
Hey, thank you so much. That was actually a really good talk, and I didn't expect that to just have to go one-on-one. That was pretty good for me, and I'd never done the unit testing thing. It was kind of intimidating, you know. It was like
Yeah,
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's very doable. There are lots and lots of possible tests, and you get into providers and service loops and stuff. There's a whole load of things you can improve the unit test by doing, but the basic principle, we haven't done anything complicated here.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And we need to do some more things. We need to get some edge cases and break some stuff in here, like put some script tags in here and see what happens. And
yeah, I'm excited to see what this thing does.
Yeah, and try and break it and push the limit and see what works. And I'd have a look at that other one, more sanitation. Let's see what they actually were doing to it. Oh, they did a lot to it, didn't they? Oh, this is theme editor. So what's this mapping up to? Get file description.
I think get file description uses it.
Yeah, I know, but no, that doesn't make any sense at all.
Maybe it's being used for when you're editing a page and it says like page templates.
Yeah. So this is actually the function they were talking about. More sanitation in clean comment, because they're not doing that. Okay.
I see what it's saying.
So JavaScript exists in there,
And
but
so,
this is not what I call a patch.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't.
It doesn't. It doesn't address it at the source. It just addresses it in all these different places. It seems.
Yeah. So maybe there is some bandwidth in there. So it's a straight trim. Be looking for style script tags in here as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just primx,
I'm gonna have to brush up on my regex, that's for sure.
Yeah. I'm not going to. But if we try putting a script in here, does it come out?
Yeah.
Maybe that's
interesting. We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah. And for your interest, there's like 1,000. Look how many lines we were at. I just picked one at random, but there are about 500 functions in here that haven't got any unit tests.
And so all that would get me like a contributor credit if I worked on that kind of stuff.
Oh, if you just make this one patch, that will get you a contributor credit.
Oh, awesome. Okay,
That's all you got to do.
I'm gonna do that tonight. I'm gonna try it.
You put this unit test in, get it nice and tidy. Improve it a lot better than I have. Have a look at some of the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that will be enough to get you credits.
Awesome.
To give you an idea, I don't do a huge amount of stuff, but if I just do, I do a couple of hours a week. This is all I do. I don't have time because I'm freelance.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Oh wow, 11 pages. That's a lot of stuff.
No, it's not much. I'll go back one. See, look, props. All right. Oh, it's a doc square. I don't want that one. Go back one.
Ah, okay, yeah. There's a test for get week start and.
Yeah. So Theo was one of my guys who comes along to this one, and gets props. You got props for that.
Awesome. I always forget how much time WordPress has been around, and then I see I guess it's a lot of pages, but you started a long time ago. Right? How long have you been using WordPress?
A few years.
Yeah.
This is the best patch ever. Okay. All right. So this is the patch. Okay. We deleted some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Up here, they will get options from the date format. We're pulling it in direct. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But look at this code. All right. Look. Yeah. If override equals 0, if not override equals 0, come into here.
So it would always do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we strip this out. But now let's go back up and see when it was added to WordPress. Author, Matt.
Oh, man.
13 years ago.
Author Matt.
Okay, look what the trunk B2. It wasn't even WordPress when this was put in.
Oh, wow. It was still B2 back in the day.
Change set number 24. Yeah?
Yeah, that's crazy. 24, eh? That's right there, man. That's in the beginning. I've done projects with 24 changes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. This is probably a week into the project.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. 2003, eh?
Mm-hmm.
That's nuts.
Yeah. So, and we pulled that out the other week. So that was a props. Okay.
Oh wow. So there's still stuff in there that needs to be rewritten, kind of stuff, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, there must be
And
so
we
much.
found this was in general template. We came across this, and essentially I think I was fixing MySQL to date. Okay, we did unit tests for that, and we were looking for when it was used, and we came across this code and we fixed it. So sometimes we go down rabbit holes.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, and if you look at this one, so look, that is a props.
Just to put in that line, put in that protected, declare that variable.
Yeah.
I could do that.
Yeah. So it's in a tests function. Yeah. Get archives. Didn't pre-declare it. It was actually throwing an error. All right. So it's not difficult to do. It's just time. Yeah, you just
Yeah.
need to put some time into it, and you can do it.
Awesome.
Right. Not a problem, my friend. So
Thank
reach
you so
out to
much.
me.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm eternally grateful.
The main group for this is on the WordPress Toronto meetup group.
Oh, all right.
So just join that, and that makes sense for you to be a member of any case because you're in the Waterloo.
Yeah, I think that's the closest WordPress meetup group.
Yep. Did you come to the WordCamp a couple of weeks ago?
I didn't know. I've never gone to a WordCamp. I'd love to go one time, but I always worry that I'd go there and just get bored quickly.
No, you wouldn't.
I like as you can see, I really like this stuff. I like what I do, and I've been using WordPress since 2007. It's been almost 10 years now. So.
Yep. Yeah, my first contribution to WordPress was into the multi-user, the Windows config file, the config file in IIS 7.
Oh man.
Yeah. When that first came out.
Avoid those. Yeah, I try to avoid the Microsoft servers when I hear WordPress.
Well, that's right. Yeah, the developer who was writing the multi-site version of WordPress, because it used to be a fork of WordPress. He didn't have an IIS up on, so we did the configuration file for him.
Oh, cool.
And sent it to him in the days. All right, I'm going to stop broadcasting. Reach out to me on there. Reach out to me on Slack. Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you on Slack?
So where did you come from to join in with this?
I came from Codeable yep. Slack.
So you can get me from there.
Okay.
Or if you come across, if you send me a link the Codeable, I will send you a link to there's a WordPress group, a Slack WordPress channel for the Golden Horseshoe. So that includes Waterloo. So it's like the top end of Canada.
Oh, I would love to join that.
And it's a load of local people in there.
Oh, and, I didn't even know. How do I find that?
I'll send you a link. You ping me directly in Codeable from the Codeable Slack, and I'll send you a link. And do stuff and tell people how good it was in the Codeable. Yeah.
I will. Definitely will.
And get some more people turning up. All right, buddy.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
No problem. And I'll see you in 2 weeks. Hopefully, we have a few more people here. You'll be set up. Mm-hmm. You can show us what you've written. Or
I'm excited. I'll let you guys know how far I've come.
Yeah. Just push some changes to that because that's not done. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's not finished yet.
Well, I'm not finished with it. I want to find out what was different between those two text blocks. So.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to
I shall leave you. Yeah, I'll leave you with that. All right, mate. Bye-bye. See you in a couple of weeks. Bye-bye.